perfectly crafted interior and peaceful, quiet tuning. A little formal for the moment.
I want you to match the shoes to the dress. I want you to match the shoes to the dress. I want you to match the shoes to the dress. I want you to match the shoes to the dress. I want you to match the shoes to the dress.
I wanted to match the shoes. Dress.
I want you to match the shoes to the dress. I'm I'm in the sub. I'm sort of in the middle of something. 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 I'm sort of in the. I was saying, but I'm sort of in the middle of something. But I'm sort of in the middle of something.
George.
Why don't you ever sit? I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? I'll be right back.
Why don't you have a seat, and I'll be right back.
And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. Why don't you ever sit? And I'll be right back. You got to send an ambulance. You got to send one right now. You've got to send an ambulance. You've got to send one right now. You've got to send an ambulance. Now.
You've got to send an ambulance. You've got to send one right now.
You got to send an ambulance. You got to send one right now. You got to send an ambulance. You got to send one right now. You got to send an ambulance. You got to send one right now.
Dr. Vandekamp, please, you're dating my wife. Call me Rex.
She had a cute figure.
She had a cute figure.
Yes, I have noticed.
She had a cute figure. 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 She had a cute figure.
At the Donahue party, everyone was talking to mutual funds. We found a way to mention stuff with half the Yankee outfield.
I'm telling you, it just came up in the middle of something. It came up in the context of the conversation. It just came up in the context of the conversation. It came up in the context of the conversation. It came up in the context of the conversation. It just came up in the context of the conversation. It came up in the context of the conversation. It came up in the context of the conversation.
In the context of the conversation.
It came up in the context of the conversation.
Saying Paul wants to go over on Friday. He needs us to go through Mary Else's class and help pack up our things. He said he can't.
He said he can't face doing it by himself. He said he can't face doing it by himself. He said he can't face doing it by himself. He said he can't face doing it by himself. He said he can't face doing it by himself. He said he can't face doing it by himself. He said he can't face doing it by himself.
And face doing it by himself. Huber, how you doing? Not too well, I'm afraid.
I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach.
Trying to find something to soothe my stomach. That's upset? Trying to find something to soothe my stomach. That's upset. Trying to find something to soothe my stomach. 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 Trying to find something to soothe my stomach.
Trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach. I'm trying to find something to soothe my stomach.
Behavior is one of the warning signs, and you have been as fresh as paint for the last 6 months.
The surgeon will explain why you're always locked in bedroom. The surgeon will fine. The surgeon will explain why you're always locked in bedroom. The surgeon will explain. The surgeon will explain. The surgeon will explain. Oh. The surgeon will explain. Oh, 진짜. The surgeon always locked in bedroom. The surgeon will explain. The surgeon will explain. The surgeon will explain. The surgeon will explain. Oh. The surgeon will explain. Oh.
Explain why you're always locked in the bathroom. Just mean that.
Explain why you're always locked in bedroom.
They're stunning. They're the best ones I've ever gotten.
I've ever got. They're the best ones I've ever got. They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're the best ones I've ever got.
Stunning. They're the best ones I've ever gotten.
They're the best ones I've ever got.
They're stunning. They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're stunning.
They're the best ones I've ever got.
They're stunning.
They're the best ones I've ever got.
They're stunning.
They're
They're the best ones I've ever gotten.
They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're the best ones I've ever gotten. They're the best ones I've ever gotten.
Relationship with her husband was considerably cooler.
I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace. I want you to casually mention that how much I paid for your necklace.
To Mason, this thing. I want you to casually mention how much I paid for your necklace.
I'm sort of we're supposed to be headed for Aruba on my honeymoon, but nothing. I'm kind of supposed to be headed for Aruba on honeymoon.
It was kind of supposed to be headed for Aruba on my honeymoon, so nothing. The olive theory.
The olive theory is based on my friends Marshall and Lily.
In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. In a weird way, that's what makes them such a great couple. You know,
You
when I
realize
was
such a great couple.
너무 빨라. 이러면 스트레스가 되려면 why we end in a fight? Why end in a fight? Why don't you take it outside? Why don't you take it outside? Take it outside, okay?
What's going on? Exciting.
Hardly anyone who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works for me is where they usually are. Hardly anybody who works
Who works for me is where they usually are.
Hardly anybody who
Good. Thank you. With the right NP, you'll do great at 10. I think so too, and I know how much he appreciates your lobbying hard for him. He really looks up to you.
I know how much he appreciates your loving heart for him. He really looks up to you. He really looks up to you. Cat-like instincts.
These conversations about me. Cat-like instincts.
Cat-like instincts. It's more than unprofessional. This is more than unprofessional. This is more than unprofessional, and it's uncivilized. It's uncivilized.